All right, so here we have our CA Technologies peak pump. We're going to start off with our 1/4-inch punch in one of these holes. We're gonna break this loose. It's not loose. This is just a cup to hold lubrication and whatnot. And from there, we're going to come over here, take our large wrench, and because this still has this in here, I can turn on this. Okay, spin that off, and it's coming down with the piston sleeve, but that's fine. These are supposed to be 2 separate parts, but we'll break those apart later. From there, we're gonna pull this pin right here. This allows me to disconnect our piston rod from the air motor. We'll keep those together so we don't lose them. And we're gonna take our, this is like a 7/16, 9/16 socket. We're gonna break that loose. All right, and that comes out like so, and that allows us to pull out our pump. So we're gonna hold this up so we don't scratch the piston rod too much. And voila, pump is out. So if we look here, this smaller nut is actually the packing nut. So if you do have some leakage, sometimes like if you have fluid coming up, you can tighten down this nut and that'll squeeze the packings inside of there, and we'll see those later. And that squeezes onto the rod and hopefully extends your packing life a little bit more, so you can, get a little bit more life out of them. Yeah. All right, so this, as I explained earlier, is our packing nut, and so we're just going to take our wrench and we're going to loosen that up, and that's going to make it easier for our piston rod to travel up and down. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. And then if you look down in there, you can see our packings way down in there. So, hard to tell on camera, but you'll see them later. All right, then we're going to take our mallet. We're going to hold our hand down here because we don't want that flying down onto the ground. These parts are kind of expensive, and want to make sure that we don't scratch them up. So this is our piston rod, and up in here, you can hear it, is our upper ball valve. So that goes there, and then this wrench. Loosen that up, and this holds in our packings. So alright. Yep. There's some of them, and then the rest are sitting down there. And all we have to do now is knock them out. So we'll start with these and just lightly put that in the vise. Have a nut driver, mallet. I'm just gonna, just gonna tap those out. Don't worry about the orientation, because you'll have a part sheet that shows you everything anyways. And same for this. I want to go about this like so. Got to be very careful not to scratch these inside walls. We're just trying to get the very edge of that last packing. Just lightly push it out. There we go. Got out that last packing. Right. And now everything we have here needs to be cleaned in either like acetone or paint thinner or lacquer thinner, something like that, and get everything scrubbed up. No metal brushes. We're just doing plastic brushes, plastic bristles. We don't want to scratch anything. These inside surfaces, and especially these polished surfaces, need to be, need to be kept polished. No scour pads, stuff like that. Just plastic bristles.